Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Corner. Andy's Corner is that special little place in the world where we get to sit back with an HVAC tech and talk about HVAC kind of stuff. If you are new to the videos, I would recommend you go back after this video and check out some of the other ones on the channel. There's all different kinds of videos out there about various different things. And while you're there, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Subscribing means a lot to me, so please hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the bell icon. That way you get notifications every time a new video comes out. And if you are one of the regular viewers, and I know there's several of you out there, thank you so much for watching all the videos, the likes, the comments. I love seeing the comments on there, so I appreciate that. So I just wanted to take that minute to say that. Today I wanted to talk about, I had done a video a while back about HVAC service technician myths. And there seemed to be a pretty good response on that, so I thought maybe we'd continue that and try a couple of more. So, there's so many different things that people see in heating and air technicians that may or may not be true. There's so many things out there that they think that we are, or how they think that we should be, or whatever it may be, that sometimes they're right and sometimes they're wrong. There's a lot of myths and misunderstandings. So, I wanted to go over a couple more of those today, and maybe we could get some comments going and see what everybody thinks about them. One of the biggest things that I see with being in the heating and air industry is, a lot of people think that HVAC service techs are uneducated. We're just random guys with dirty fingers that came in off the street and we don't know a damn thing, but, somehow they still expect us to fix their furnace. When truth be told, most heating and air techs are usually fairly well educated. I know guys that have been to college for all different kinds of things, and now they do heating and air. So, that set aside, there is some higher education technicians out there, but also just with the regular stuff that we do. I mean, most everybody had to learn it somewhere, and there's a lot of different variations of training you can get for heating and air. You can do, there's trade schools. I'm a big proponent for trade schools. I think they do well. I think you do learn more on the job, but trade schools do a very nice job to get you started. There's a lot of colleges that put out, different courses. You can do a couple-year course or some that are 9 months. There's different things that you can do there. And then there's a lot of on-the-job training. So, there's a lot of variety of training and education to get you started. And then that doesn't even include the ongoing training that we have to do on a regular basis. Our industry is one of those industries that is progressing so fast that we have to stay on top of it nonstop. So there's education that we see all day, every day, on this new stuff coming out. And, the different certifications that we can get, there's a lot of NATE certified technicians, here in the States. There's a lot of different accreditations that you can get and you have to do continual education to get, stay up to date on those. So, everybody thinks that we don't know anything, but, the reality of it is we have to know quite a bit, or at least what I think. We have to know quite a bit to be able to do this job. Like I said before, and I've said it many times, the days of a pilot light and a belt drive blower in a furnace in a house are long gone. There's more electrical to our side of the job than, a lot more than what it used to be. So, that's the majority of what we're working with. So, we have to be educated with that kind of stuff. So, that's one of those things that I see out there that, I don't care for. I wish people understood what it took to actually do our job, because I do believe that a lot of people don't understand what it takes to do it until you actually do it. So, it's, which I know there's a lot of heating and air guys that watch these videos. You understand what I'm talking about. I mean, homeowners, it's no offense to them whatsoever, but a lot of times they just don't understand where we're coming from, as far as what we have to do just to be able to get their furnace up and running. So, there's a lot to that. But, one of the other things that I see is everybody thinks that we're plumbers. And there's nothing against plumbers. Plumbing is another trade that we have to have. They're very skilled, in what they do. And, plumbers are a necessity. And I'm not down in plumbers by any means. And I do also know that there are a lot of heating and air contractors that do plumbing and heating. And there's a lot of them that do plumbing, heating, electrical. There's some that throw generators in there, all kinds of stuff. But for the most part, usually, even if it is one of those companies that does multiple different trades, usually they have heating and air guys, they have plumbing guys, they have electrical guys, all those different separations in different departments or different divisions of their company, whatever it may be. But, for some reason, when you walk into a house, they say, well, what do you, I got this sink that doesn't seem to have very good water pressure. It's like, I'm just here to fix the heat in your house. And like, yeah, but while you're here, go ahead. Why don't I have any water pressure here? What temperature should I set my water heater for? I've got a water leak under the sink over here. Think you could fix that? I don't know where it came in. I mean, I know a long time ago, there was a lot of, those guys out there that they did a little bit of everything. In our industry today, we have more people that are skilled in individual jobs, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with anybody that does heating, air, and plumbing. I want to make sure I say that correctly, because I'm not down in plumbers by any means, but most heating and air guys are not plumbers. I don't know why everybody thinks that we are, but that's one of those weird myths that I guess I'll never understand. I do think it stems from, some of the guys from a long time ago. But hey, whatever. It's one of those things. Either way, if you're a plumber, no offense. I'm not a plumber. I do heating and air. That's what I want to stick with. So, that's one of those things out there. And then, the other thing is when you come to a house, when they're asking about plumbing, when you're there to fix the furnace or something like that, so many clients think that we only have one job a day. Every technician is going to be different depending on what area you're in, what company you work for, all these different things as far as how many calls you have in a day. A lot of companies average 4 or 5 calls a day. There's some companies that average 10, 12 calls a day, and some more, some less, whatever it may be. But, when we come into a house, for whatever reason, homeowners always seem to think that they are the only place that we have to be to that day. And I understand, and I'm a big believer, and we should treat every client when we're in their home. I think we should treat them like they are the only client. I am a believer in that. We need to take the time with them. We don't need to rush through things just because we have other stuff to do. We don't need to, shortchange them in any fashion, because we do need to treat them like they are the only client. But homeowners also have to understand that, we have a lot of calls to do. I've had days to where I run call after call after call, and we're pushing that, over 12, 15 call kind of day. And when you've made it to that 14, 15 hour work day and you still have to be at work the next day, we need to keep moving things along. So, whatever reason, homeowners think that they only have one call a day. So, why ever that one is, I don't understand that one either. But again, there's all kinds of myths and misunderstandings about service technicians in the HVAC industry. So, that's what I've got. If you have any other suggestions, comments, or anything, I would love to see them in the comments below. Again, if you are not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the bell icon while you're there. That way you get notifications every time a new video comes out. Thank you and God bless.